Hi, welcome to WhitneyandWyatt.com. I'm Whitney.
And I'm Wyatt.
And today we're going to be talking to Amanda Ford. She's author of the book, Kiss Me, I'm Single.
Yes, we're going to find out what it's like to be a single girl in today's world.
Yes, and I'm excited to find out what that's about because I'm currently in a relationship, but I also consider myself somewhat single, meaning I'm independent, like to do my own things. What about you, Wyatt?
Well, as you know, I am very married, but I'm still curious to find out what single women are going through these days. So let's take a look.
Hey, Amanda.
Hello.
Welcome
Hi.
to our show.
Thank you for having me.
We're glad you could make it today. So you've written a book called Kiss Me, I'm Single, an ode to the solo life. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Really what I wanted it to be was a book basically that just celebrated life and love and joy and finding your passion and finding comfort in those chaotic, uncertain moments. I didn't want to write a book that was single is way better than marriage, or I didn't want to write a book that was, buck up, singleness isn't so bad. But I really wanted it to be a book that a woman could pick up, perhaps when she was in that sort of tumultuous period that I described of after my divorce, and glean some information and glean some inspiration and let that inspiration carry her even to when she got into a relationship, not something that she had to reject at some point because, it's only about being single. I really wanted to write a book that was like an affirmation of life and love.
Do you find that society puts a lot of pressure on you to get married if you're not, or, to date somebody?
It is a constant pull. It is a constant back and forth pull. And I think the one biggest lesson that I have learned from getting married and getting divorced so soon is that life is not black and white. There's no certainties. I had been so certain that I wanted to get married. It wasn't like I had just jumped into it hastily. I had been very certain that this was the man I wanted to be with, that I wanted to be married. Well, a year and a half later, I was certain that actually this wasn't the right thing, right? So anytime we're so certain about something, for me, a little light bulb goes in my head, like thinking, okay, wait a second, maybe you need to step back. Maybe there's some complexities to the situation that you're not thinking of. So whenever I'm feeling pressured and I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Which certainly I have those moments. I mean,
I think we all do.
Yes.
Right?
we all do. I think that's part of being human.
Yeah.
It's not
It
part
is.
of being single. It's part of being a human being.
So, Amanda, are people afraid of being single?
Well, I think we're told we're told you don't be selfish. Compromise, and I think that there's a wonderful thing that can happen when two people come into a relationship and they stay in it and they stick it out, right? For me, I saw that the payoff might come when I was 50 or 60. I was suppressing all these desires, this desire to have my own apartment and decorate it as I wanted, a desire to be a young woman out in the world on my own and sort of date a lot of men and see what the world had to be, a desire to take care of myself, just know what it felt like to be financially responsible. So in order to stay married, I had to put all those desires down.
Well, let's talk about that definition of what it means to be single, because Wyatt is married, but sometimes she acts like a single girl because we go out and have fun girlfriend times.
Well, I mean, is it that I'm acting like a single girl, or is it just that I'm being myself? And
Yeah.
I think it kind of speaks to what Amanda was saying
Good
earlier,
point.
which is I'm married, but I'm not, just because I'm married doesn't mean I become a different person or I have to give up my wants and desires to do the activities and things that I want to do if my husband, doesn't. I mean, there's obviously some boundaries, right? But I mean,
I'm
if I
really
want to.
impressed because you have exactly what you're talking about. You've found this way to live this great life. I think I admire you for having a wonderful marriage, but also having a nice balance of time by yourself and time with girlfriends. You really have it all, Wyatt.
Yeah, because I have a great husband. I think that has a lot to do with it.
That's a very conscious way of approaching this, right? It's a very thoughtful way. You're thinking, well, what do I want? What makes me alive and vibrant? And you're not compromising those things away.
What other tips do you have for being single and being happy while you're single?
Cook a dinner for yourself, and I mean a beautiful dinner. Find
No TV dinner.
No TV dinners. I mean,
No salads.
Go to the farmer's
Darn,
market. No TV dinners. I don't mean just put it in the
lean cuisine,
microwave.
right.
And if you're single, it's wonderful to have something that brings you joy and passion, where you can meet people based on your shared, joy for something that has nothing to do with dating or, these expectations that you bring to the table. The only expectations you have is you're going to do something that you absolutely love and that you share
There's
passion
no
for.
pressure there.
Yeah.
And that makes life a lot easier. Amanda, thanks so much for being with us today. It was really great to talk to you about your book
Oh, it was
and
a
the
pleasure.
single life.
And the single life and the
Yes,
married life.
and the married life.
And the married life,
relationship.
And
yes.
love and all of
Yes.
these wonderful topics. Yeah.
And I've read Kiss Me, I'm Single, and I love it. I personally want to buy several copies for my mom and people in my family. I think it's great.
Thank you so much, Whitney.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, that was really cool talking to Amanda today about her book, Kiss Me, I'm Single,
Yes.
and finding out all about the single life.
Yeah, she's got great perspectives. I learned a lot, and I'm embracing my singleness no matter what state of a relationship I'm in.
Me too.
And I noticed you got a signed copy there.
I did, yes, because when Amanda is famous, I can say I knew her when.
Well, I did read her book, but I plan on buying more, and I hope that you, if you're interested in getting some tips about how to be single, will check it out too.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.